How to find yourself. It's one of the most frequently asked questions on my channel. It's actually the most popular. Many paradoxes are linked to it, and I'll try to tell you more about many of them. Maybe I'll be able to orient you, not give an instruction, but at least offer you some guidance on how to find yourself. So how do we seek ourselves? We start with some advice from our parents and friends to reading all kinds of books. If a person is lost, does not know where he is, how he should live, what does he do? He starts searching on Google and asking for advice because he thinks other people know better. His friends tell him, "I think you could be a marketer." Or he asks his mom, "Mom, am I cold?" And she replies, "No, you're hungry." His mom definitely knows what he wants. You may hire a professional psychologist who will offer a bunch of tests aimed at analyzing your way of thinking and professional inclinations to help you understand what to do. After all, you can appear at the lives of people who you like, whom you see as interesting, bright, strong personalities, and try to copy them. You can take a glimpse at someone else's life and try to act the same. You can try copying other people's ways of thinking. For example, one of the most popular ideas is that there is a way of thinking of the right people, let's say successful or happy people, that you can attempt to understand by analyzing their way of thinking. Then apply it to your life, breaking into separate elements. Thus, the chance of finding yourself is rather high. And other nonsense that many people believe in trying to find themselves and burning the time of their lives. I think that the phrase "find yourself" is confusing. It implies that you're lost somewhere. Well, good news. You have never got lost. You have always been yourself. You just don't like the vision of yourself today. Or I would say the vision is not complete. But the point is not that you have lost yourself, as you have never lost yourself. The fact is that you don't know who you are. If we were this problem, I would think it would be clearer to state it as follows. How to find out who I am. And this is a very cool and important thing. We get used to living in a world where we all try to change. By the way, as I've mentioned many times in my videos, in psychotherapy, we help people change. Here's the question. How does it happen? I think there's a big illusion in the thought that we change ourselves, that we used to be one person and then turned into another. I think this illusion is created by one cool thing. I feel that our vision of ourselves does not change. I believe our vision of ourselves and the world around us adds up. What does it mean? At this moment, you, the one who's watching me now, are still a 2-year-old child. But the experience of a 3-year-old child, impressions of a 17-year-old young man, some experiences, and new reactions of a 44-year-old man are all added to this 2-year-old kid. Telling you now how human nature is arranged, I am still a 1-year-old child. Our experiences add up. We never stop being kids. This contributed to the fact that psychology is partly treated as an idea of an inner child, as if there is a little child inside me, a teenager, a woman, a man, a whole menagerie. The idea is that we are what we are. We add our today's version to us yesterday. How does it happen? There are 2 ways of adding yourself today to yourself of yesterday. I would say that there is a race behind the first method, especially in psychotherapy. A person who comes to psychotherapy wants to know what he is. He's after the insights. Sometimes psychotherapists share this solution. An insight is a flash, a revelation about the motives of one's behavior, actions, choices one makes, and so on. These insights can be quite strong. It looks like this. Oh, I see. It looks like or I act like this because I have never asked, etc. You may notice something on the level of vivid impressions about yourself. In fact, it's an important thing. Sometimes it can change a person's life, but no more and even less than small remarks about newer you. Maybe today, listening to me, you may have noticed a new reaction. A small reaction, perhaps not even significant to you, but you have noticed it. You may not have become aware of it. You have not realized and analyzed it and decided to write it down in your journal. You just came across this new feeling, a new observation of yourself, a new observation of other people, or a new thought that crossed your mind. It may not be revealing and breaking through your mind. It does not transform you beyond recognition. This thought just appeared and became a part of you. So many years ago, I've noticed a fascinating fact. The number and strength of insights in psychotherapy are not connected to the efficiency. In other words, I have noticed some clients who developed a huge volume of strength and significance of realizing themselves almost at every session. They had these revelations like, wow, it turned out that this wow does not matter much in the long run. Sometimes people who have many insights during every session, in the long term, looking back after a year of therapy, see they have not changed drastically. But there are people who, when observing themselves, do not shout, wow. They do not have enlightenments, flashes of green power. But these people, analyzing the last one, or one and a half, or even 2 years of their lives, realize how much they have changed. The way you change and how your self-image changes does not depend on the depth and strength of the insights you might be after, especially if you're on psychotherapy. And the same is true for psychotherapists who are looking at themselves now. Do not value the insights or see them as important observations. Let the small observations about yourself do what we call find yourself. With time, you'll discover that you know yourself better and better. In fact, the one who you were looking for is inside you. I would reword the phrase to find yourself with the following: how to raise yourself out of yourself. Such a beautiful phrase. I don't know, I've formulated it just now. I'm not sure how well it sounds, but I think there is much truth to it. The bottom line is that, for example, you become a high-class professional when this professional grows inside you. The same is in psychotherapy. Good Gestalt therapists are not the people who took the knowledge from outside, placed it into their heads, and became psychotherapists, but those who allowed the little Gestalt therapist inside them to gradually grow and become who he is. In fact, all you need is to allow yourself to become who you are already. What is the danger of peeking at someone else's lives, be it super cool and effective? It's dangerous because from now on, you might feel like a pretender because the one who you found with the help of a book, a video, or friend's advice is a different person. And you will waste your energy in becoming this person. As a result, you will almost convince yourself that you became this person, but you'll feel a mismatch inside. It will often be expressed in shame, the shame of a pretender, or maybe connected to some other feelings. But it's never too late to stop and think about what you are. Let your older version to add up to your newer version of today. You will notice that the one who you were looking for had always been with you. Just start noticing. My name is Igor Pogodin. If you like the video, hit the like button. Please share it with your friends if you found this video useful. We'll catch up with you in my next videos. See you then. I appreciate your opinion as well as your comments. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them here below the video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay informed of all our channel's news. Stay tuned. My name is Igor Pogodin. I'll be happy to see you in the next video.